Next up, we have David Oppenheimer from North Kingstown, who has some personal experience with managing this kind of care to share.
Thank you, Senator Goodwin and Representative Blazewski for your leadership on these bills. I know how important access to home care is for seniors in our state, and I'm encouraged that we're making progress. My name is David Oppenheimer. I'm from North Kingstown. I was responsible for my father's care in his later years. He had physical and mental conditions that developed together quickly. He had a heart condition and short-term memory loss, which evolved into dementia and eventually into Alzheimer's. He moved back and forth between an assisted living facility, hospitals, and rehab nursing homes. Numerous times my father developed new behaviors or symptoms suddenly, and this would create a crisis, and he would need full-time oversight that was not available in the facilities that he was in at the time. Leaving him alone during these periods would have been very dangerous to him. And so I hired a home care agency, believing that they could provide overnight individual care when we needed it. But when new emergency situations arose, the agency was able to send us help less than half the time. Eventually they could send someone, but often not the first or even the second day. Even after I had established a good working relationship with one agency, they were still only able to come through for me in a crisis half the time. And the agencies that were recommended by the facilities that my father was in inevitably were totally unable to help in emergencies. When we couldn't get the help that I requested, I would have to stay up all night with my father to make sure he was safe. And I felt at the mercy of the agencies, and there was no accountability, nothing I could do to get better service. This is a broken system. We need to find a way to make sure that people like my father can reliably get the individual help needed. Looking back, I wish there was a way I could have worked more directly with a few aides to manage my father's care and to make sure we always had help when he needed it. Now, we had some very, very good experiences with some of the individual workers who helped my father. Not only were they making sure he was safe, but their care and their friendliness made a huge difference in his mood and his behavior. These individuals do amazing work, and I just wish we could have had greater access to their help. He would grow to trust somebody, grow to really like someone, grow to look forward to seeing them. But the agency moved workers around, and they could not provide a second health care aide he trusted with any type of consistency. I strongly support the independent provider model because we need to be able to have real access to home care and a system we can count on. And to do this, I believe we need to make sure someone can earn a decent living doing home care so we can keep caring people in this important and difficult line of work. As I get older, long-term care is something I'm thinking about again. My wife and I hope to live in our home for a very long time. Having a home care system that is prepared to meet the needs of my generation is extremely important to me. We need to think about our future. When I reach the age that I need care, I sincerely hope that I will have better luck than my father did with home care. Thank you.